Alright. Looks like everything's all good. Hello, everybody. Caesar seems to be a little bit behind. Frost's OBS is glitching. But yes, if you're new here, welcome. This is the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Tournament Randomizer for 2022. Today's match is up against Frost and MightyCaesar, two very well-known runners in the community. And we seem to be starting out with some technical difficulties, because, just gotta love it, Oh, and there's Caesar's stream. Hey, yeah, Caesar, all well and good now, it seems. But we didn't get to see the hint in the main energy controller. But you win some, lose some, I guess. But so far, as for RAs in this race, there is just I believe there's the only thing that's different from the tournament preset is there's one multiplayer pickup item for every type. So there's one limited beam ammo, one unlimited missiles, nice sunburst, dark alpha spooning. One double damage, all of them that Randomizer supplies. Yep, there's also an SDK, transport A-axis. So with this type of preset, we're probably going to see Caesar head straight for Aegon. The way with a main energy control start, there's not really much you can do besides either go left from here and go to GFMC or go right to Aegon. There's main PBs and tempo assembly stuff. We don't have space jumper bombs to get that, but pretty sure that Caesar knows how to get up there without it. Oh, well, there's bombs and storage cavern B, so that doesn't matter. Oh, hey, Frost is back. And he's slightly a bit ahead of Caesar. Let's see. So, Frost is deciding to take those PBs and go to GFMC. And same with Caesar. Yeah, we cut. But yeah, that is actually really fortunate because most runners will hold off GFMC until they get power bombs. But since it's right here, you don't have to worry about it. Because the first two checks are bomb locked. And there's the first progressive grapple. So it's very likely that GFMC is going to have the other. What is GFMC going to have for us today? A little bomb jump. And it is dark ammo. Huh. Interesting. GFC doesn't have an item today. More often than not, that always has progression in some way, shape, or form. Who knows? Maybe Transport B axis will have something. Not having space jump, we have to take this little cannon here. You can, if you have space jump, you can stand on top of that pot and then do a space jump above the ledge to get up there.
Oh my goodness, I might be the idiot of the century. I just realized my audio cable was loose. I was talking this whole time.
Ah. Well, either way, welcome back, Pierre.
Sorry for this incredibly troubled start. I thought I was losing my mind because Schwartz was like talking over me, and I was like, "Can he hear me?" No, he couldn't.
Oops. Oh, that feels bad. Yeah. Well, either way, we're gonna see what Transport B axis has for us right now. Oh, this is A axis. I always get them mixed up. I hope that was important. What is that?
Oh, that's gravity boost.
Gravity was okay. That's not something you'd expect to see early.
Yeah, absolutely. Gravity is very limited applications. Most of them in Torvus. Now a lot of those are going to be in lower Torvus specifically, but it has some use also in Torvus Lagoon. Gets you the item there, which is really quite early into Torvus, especially if we can find Emerald pretty soon.
Yeah. So with that early gravity boost, I would expect quite the early Torvus play.
Yeah, we've got some other items to find before that starts to make sense, but
yeah, because we got an entirety of Aegon ahead of us.
Yeah, as usual, we are going to be heading to Aegon first.
Oh, also picking up this SDK on the way. I almost forgot about that.
Oh yeah, but I couldn't see Frost's stream, so I assumed that they had already gotten this since it was it's a pretty easy slope jump with the items. Caesar37 already got that earlier. Actually, wait, do they have space jump boots then?
No, they don't have. Neither has space jump yet.
Wait, then how did he get it? Like, what did Alpha Splinter and UMOS 1 have?
We didn't see what main energy controller was due to stream complications, but from what it seems like, it wasn't anything notable.
Okay, never mind. Caesar37 didn't get this. I must have been imagining it. Frost using a handy little cutscene warp. When you scan that gate, that's actually one of the only gates in the game that has a cutscene associated with it. There will be that short little cutscene you saw Frost like immediately skip, where Samus scans the gate and it lowers. That actually moves Samus in the overworld, so I got her to the other side of the big industrial site crate. Very convenient.
Launcher.
Oh, that is going to be our logical missiles. Very nice, very nice.
Quad's dead.
We still got Moss 2 to worry about, though.
Yep. To my knowledge, I don't think we've had a required quad this tournament yet. I might be wrong on that. But when it does eventually happen, oh boy, will it be quite the journey. Also, something to note, I'm back in industrial site. Frost scanned the corpse of the Luminoth and told us that Accursed Lake has a missile-related upgrade. We can ascertain that that is nothing due to Accursed Lake being Seeker missile locked. And the only thing that we care about, according to missiles, is Seeker launcher. Supers and others count as beam combos, so they're under beam-related upgrades.
Yes, that's right. The charge combos don't actually get counted as missile-related items.
Yep. So
and since we don't have require mains on, and we found mains anyways, that can only be a missile expansion.
Mm-hmm.
5 Chamber B has that Torvus key.
I see. Caesar's I'm trying to bet on the early Hive Chamber play. I don't think he hasn't beaten Bomb Guardian yet, so Dark Missile Trooper won't
Yeah, I
spawn.
don't like this because yeah, we haven't beaten Bomb Guardian yet. We can go do it, but we just haven't. So we've got to come back here later if we want to check DMT, which we absolutely will.
Mm-hmm.
And normally you want to do that and Hive Chamber at the same time since it's part of this same loop. So not doing that, it's a risk that you're taking, and it can sometimes pay off, but in this case, it really didn't.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there's
Light
Light
Beam.
Beam. Portal Access A.
Correct.
And there
That
was
is going to
also
be very
something,
useful.
I'm pretty sure there was also something in Mining Station A. Looked like the other progressive grapple.
Oh, on the spider track?
Yeah.
Well, we got the War Wasp, so we can.
It doesn't
Actually,
have
we don't have
space jump
space
though.
jump. We don't
Yeah.
have space jump. You're right.
Oh, that's kind of sucky. Yep, Frost is making his way to Bomb Guardian. And getting pelted by Shriek Bats. Oh, and Frost does have the power bombs, so we will be able to see a quick kill on Bomb Guardian today.
Yeah. There's a lot of different ways that you can approach Bomb Guardian. This is definitely the best, though, without a doubt. Other than that, you can do it. You can do some pretty decent play if you get to if you optimally use your charge beam and missiles. But this is infinitely faster.
That power bomb almost didn't hit it.
Yeah, it looked for a minute like that was going to be a whiff, but no, we brought it back. We're good. And our reward is going to be... Oh, it's a spider ball.
All right.
That's a very good find, especially if we decide to go into labs.
Yes. And it seems like Caesar's going to be peaking Transport Center. That will have...
Oh, that looks like... Is that Annihilator or Sonic Boom?
That... I think that was Sonic Boom.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Can't quite tell on the restream, but Aegon Energy Controller has Muting. Fortunately, neither of our runners have found Amber yet, so they won't be able to pick up the hints here.
Yes, no Amber yet. That is quite unfortunate. The only translator we have is Violet, and that's only good for Temple Grounds. And the hints there, we're going to get them anyways, just because we go to Temple Grounds so often. So it's not really this huge thing. Not to mention, when it's area hints, like one of the main areas, Aegon, Torvis, Sank, you usually tend to get them all at once, since you spend a lot of time in an area, and then you kind of leave when you're done. Temple Grounds doesn't have that privilege, because a lot of it has very high requirements, and a lot of it doesn't. So it gets split up, which is not convenient.
Frost is going to be heading over to Spider side with that Light Beam and Power Bombs. Vent A has...
That looks like a visor.
Oh,
no, it's just missiles. For a second, I thought I saw like the base of the little like the capsule thing.
Oh.
Frost choosing to turn around and head back to Sand Canyon.
Fair enough.
We don't have Dark Beam. Or wait, no, sorry, I got mixed up. For some reason, I thought we needed Dark Beam to kill
probably doesn't have enough E. That's probably what he's thinking for.
That's also a very valid reason.
Yeah, I would still check Hall of Combat Master because we have Spider. We have PVC. Yeah, we have Spider to check Calling Chamber. Probably where it's leading.
Yeah, that's true. We have Spider there, so we can do Calling Chamber. We can do HCM. We can do Hazen Cliff.
Oh, I see. He wants to get Mining Station A first. But
I can understand that.
The power bomb thing is under the sandfall. He doesn't realize that. Because the way you do this vanilla is that by the time you scan the signpost, the sandfall is gone. So revealing that thing.
Yeah. This is actually some layers being a bit odd.
Because that was Space Jump.
Have these items so early. Oh, that's Space Jump. Very good news. So that was actually basically required. There's no real other way to get up there. Not really.
Yeah, I guess. All right, and then it seems that Frost is going to be heading to the Dark Aegon loop.
I think that's the right move here.
Yeah. Yep, unfortunately, Frost has beaten Bomb Guardian before entering this room, so he has to do the fight here. But thankfully he has PBs, so he can just explode these guys away.
Misses the bomb terminal, unfortunately.
Mhm.
Not a huge loss, but you know. Now we're
Caesar
going to see a little
finding
skip.
spider as well.
Yeah, Caesar just got spider off of the bomb guardian.
Frost is showing us a little time save. Call it that. Because the game only checks for this last block to be broken. And you can just do a little slope jump and some standables. Just break it right there.
Yeah, you can absolutely do that. It's also common to see that with screw attack. You can actually break the block with screw attack, which is sometimes nice. MightyCaesar37 forgets we don't have Amber.
Amber is a very important item early game. It always sucks.
Absolutely.
It usually whoever finds Amber first will figure out the logic chain first due to Aegon hints. So it
Yeah,
always sucks
and
when
it's just
Amber
map break.
is, early game. Usually the reason why Amber would be early is if Sand Cache has something, because that is usually the only thing that is blocked progression-wise by Amber. That and Torvus access.
Yeah, Amber is
Boss.
only really hard acquired for cash or sand cash rather. But goodness, you really want to get those hints. Those hints will absolutely save you a lot of pain, a lot of torment, if you can get Amber early.
Mm-hmm. Frost didn't check Transport Center, so he's going to go straight back after opening Crossroads. Go pick that up before fighting Jump Guardian.
Yeah, we're going to be fighting Jump Guardian. We're going to be getting, Broom Closet, all that good stuff. MightyCaesar37, meanwhile, just grabbing SJ.
A very troll spot for SJ.
No good at all.
Yeah. So
Looks like maybe Mighty Caesar's heading to labs instead. Oh no, that looks like
that's
like a translator.
Cobalt. I think it's
It's either
Cobalt or
Cobalt or
Emerald.
Emerald.
It's Cobalt,
Yeah,
huh?
you're right. You're right.
So
I completely misread that one then.
it's hard on
By the way,
Leestream.
did we see what was in Mining Plaza?
I did not. I don't think Caesar checks. Frost did. I don't remember what it was though.
It looked bluish when we saw it just now on Frost's stream. So I'm gonna wager Energy Tank. Again, I do apologize for the incredibly scuffed commentary today.
Yep. Don't worry about it. We are smooth sailing now. So Frost is going back to fight DMT now.
Yes, and now this High Chamber B check will route very cleanly into it when we get our second Dark Tortoise Keep.
Mm-hmm. This will pay off for Caesar if DMT doesn't have anything, but more than likely he's just going to check DMT anyways.
Yeah, it's not
Because
like this is some gamble that you make. You always check DMT eventually because he's right here. You don't just want to leave him from later, and he doesn't take that long to do. Yeah, you can actually scan that scan post from the wrong side of the gate, and the missile actually has a little bit of splash damage, so you can hit both of those. If you're going forward, you normally are expected to shoot one and then the other little things that pop up, but you can hit both of them with a single missile from the wrong side of the gate and just get in backwards. Although I don't usually see them scan it through another scannable object so often.
Power bombing DMT, we find
Dark ammo.
Oh, okay. So
Nothing of interest.
if Caesar never checks DMT, which is probably unlikely, that will pay off for him in the end. And
I
he
don't even
seems
know if that's true because Frost is like ahead in terms of checks. I feel like, even with
well.
that.
Well, Caesar is deciding to commit to the Dark Aegon loop, so we'll see what we find there.
Yeah. Caesar could absolutely still come out ahead in this.
And we'll see Caesar be standing and shooting for a good minute because Jump Guardian's hitbox is still here. It's just
Frost
the
opts to
fight hasn't
reset.
been triggered. Oh, Frost resets?
Yeah, most likely saved an Aegon. So we're not going to waste a bunch of time crawling back to the elevator in shame.
Ah, I see.
Presumably the Torvis key wasn't that appealing. We're going to wait until our chick a hint before we start, clamoring for that.
Okay. Little mishap on the chain dash. And Jump Guardian is going to have, let's see, Dark Beam potentially? Nope. Emerald. Okay.
There's our Emerald.
Oh, I like this seed. So
Yeah, but we still don't have Amber. We want to
they're
see our
yeah
Amber.
they're an amber away from Torvis access, and with that early gravity boost, I would assume that Lagoon has something.
And this E-Tank Injunction site is definitely going to be very, absolutely something that our players are liking to see.
That's not usually something you get first pass because you rarely get Spider Ball early.
Yeah, Spider Ball is usually a bit of a late game item, but it can absolutely be very helpful in this early game. Here in Junction Site, that's one place. We already saw MSA earlier. And there's a few checks and labs that are much easier with Spider.
Unfortunately,
Like the one item in main reactor.
we won't be able to check Incash 4 today
No
because we
Dark
don't
Beam,
have.
no Dark Beam.
Yep. You will never really be able to get everything first pass in the Dark Aegon loop.
It's very unlikely. You would maybe do it if you had like an incredibly jet seed, but that's very rare.
Broom Closet. We had a hint for Broom Closet, didn't we? No, we didn't.
Nah,
Just a missile.
we'll take it. That brings us up to 20, which is, we still don't have that many missiles, so it's nice to have.
Dark Beam in a Hall of Combat Mastery? Maybe.
I can see it.
Yeah, Frost decided to not pursue Spider's treasure against his better judgment, I would say. Because I guess maybe I would assume it's just he doesn't feel comfortable with the one E-Tank, because more than likely to like get out of there, you're going to want two. 3, it's pretty much free. But, you know. So maybe as Caesar leaves the Dark Aegon loop, he will pick up Transport Center, the Cobalt there, and opt to go do Spider Side as well.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely a possibility.
Yeah, that's technically the only thing left, because there's still GFMC ship, which we had to skip because of the early GFMC play. So that could still have something, but otherwise, there's not really much we can do.
Yeah, we can't go anywhere in main reactor because that, that spider track doesn't activate just when you come into the room. It has to activate on a different layer. So if you come down into main reactor, you can't get back up actually. And we don't have dark beam or screw attack to lower the beam gates, so we would be basically stuck. Remind me though, could we get a central mining station with these items? Would that be in the cards?
We do have
So we have
bombs to
spider.
get.
We have
Yep.
spider for the spider tracks, right?
Yes. Yeah, and we have light beam to reload the room, so yeah, we could see a lapse play actually.
Yes. And command center, obviously, we can get the morph ball item very, very easily. Since we do have, again, bombs.
Although I don't know how well it'll pay off, because with these translators, really kind of leading you away from it.
Yeah,
Unless
no
Amber
amber, no
is in.
amber. We don't have super missiles, so storage C is off the table. No dark beam is going to put quite a few items in that region out, and going to be leaving doomed entry completely off the table.
Yeah, so I would say if they find Amber in labs, that would be your call to leave.
Oh, somehow this
Maybe,
pirate is
maybe.
jumping on top of us. I don't think I've
What
seen that
was
before.
that?
That's the first time I've seen that happen, but I'm sure I'm sure other people have already seen something like that. But it looked like the pirate was like getting, it climbed on top of us and was riding around on us like a, one of those horses you see at like a playground. And we don't have dark beam for these cannons, so it's going to be slightly slower, but not a huge deal. Dark beam is very effective on those pirate cannons there.
Oh, and yes, Sam, Frost did fight and jump Guardian. Classification. Frost is also going to be heading to labs.
Yes.
Okay, Caesar seems like he's going to go into labs before.
Is that ammo under the? Oh, it's Aegon key.
Uh-oh, it begins.
Ba-da-da.
Because, yep, once you find the first Aegon key, the other two cannot be far behind. So, we do have access to a Morbus.
Is that Annihilator? In
I
a central mining station?
I can't tell.
Also, it's been a while since I've seen somebody blow up the skiff in this room.
Well,
Didn't
Caesar,
need to, apparently.
Well, Caesar's going for scan dashes. This is... No, he gets it. Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is Annihilator.
all right. I thought I saw the spinning circle with the black dot in the middle. And Morph Ball related upgrade in Battlegrounds.
Okay,
Ooh,
so I
guess that's interesting.
Oh, that could mean Incash too, because that gives us Dark World access, and we have Light Beam to get out. So I guess maybe
so Annihilator, that's doomed entry. That's now on the table. We can't get the Dark Beam checks here, but we can get doomed entry.
Yeah.
And there's at least a few items we can get in that region. We can obviously get the item in doomed entry, and we have Light Beam to go through a few different doors. MightyCaesar37 triggers the alarm.
When Frost gets the Annihilator as well.
Yes.
Yeah, there is a tiny little standable in that gate that you can use to skip having to scan the elevator to get up there.
Yes. And yeah, that doomed entry would be a soft lock, but that's not really a huge concern.
Right, because you would. It's actual.
Yeah, it's almost always a soft lock if you don't have Dark Beam.
Yeah, I forget. There's a Dark Beam door there. I always forget about that.
Supers can also get you out by getting you through Battleground into the other portal, but that's usually not how you get out of doomed entry.
Well, and Caesar's stream seems to be messing up again.
Thanks for switching the audio, by the way. Obviously, we want to do the rest of Light Labs before we even think about something that gross, and probably also get Spider Side.
Well, nothing in bioenergy production. Honestly, that's probably for the better, because bioenergy production is one of the unpopular rooms, I guess you could say. This whole platforming puzzle is very tedious.
I think there's a lot of stuff you can do to get around it if you have, especially screw attack. We only have space jump right now, so we do have to go and do it. Not what we want to do, but the game wants what the game wants.
There is a little optimization here by doing the first one has 2 and the second one has 1 instead, so it doesn't trigger the completion cutscene.
Yes, and it
And you,
also just saves you some time on the scans. Like that jump there that we just did is pretty tight. You're meant to really be jumping off all 3 blocks, but you can absolutely make it off of just 2. It's again kind of tight, but it's totally doable.
oh, and Caesar is back and in bioenergy as well, slightly behind Frost.
Yeah, we're
As,
all synced up. We're still good.
so not much route divergence yet. The only big difference is that Caesar didn't do DMT. So I'm interested to see when the diverges. It's probably going to be um, if, if someone decides to go do spider side first.
And we're going to be taking probably a save here, I would imagine.
Oops,
Press this start a little early there.
whoopsie daisy. It happens to both of us.
A save here definitely makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of checks we can do that might be a little bit dangerous in roughly this area. So a save is always a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now we don't have boost ball, so if we want to get scan processing, we're going to have to do a bit of a dodgy trick.
Yeah, it seems like no one is willing to do it, so that's fair enough. It's not a nice BSJ.
No, it's absolutely dreadful.
But we do have a power bomb to destroy Dark Samus. Bye bye. That makes quick work. And we're going to see what Storage D has. Winston E-Tank. Fortunately, Ross will not be able to pick that up because that is a one-way door. The other side is a dark beam. We do not have that yet, so we're
going to be doing a BSJ here to get back out of main reactor through the window that we hopped in from. First, we want to get up onto one of these tanks.
I have not seen a
I have
BSJ
before.
from there before. Most
that
people
position I've not seen before. I've usually seen people BSJ just directly into the window.
Most people get the BSJ off the center canister. But this is interesting. Wow. Unfortunately, the room hasn't reloaded, so we have to go back into sand processing and then back out to check the item there because it only spawns once Dark Samus is defeated and then is reloaded.
Yeah.
As well as the Dark Oasis.
Now, Gavin, I don't usually see the BSJs in this room very often, just in general, because this is kind of something you don't want to do. And it's a missile tank in main reactor. Sorry, a missile expansion. You know what I mean.
Oh, right. We have spiders, so we can actually go to vent area.
Yes, we had to reload the room, though, first. Missile-related upgrade in Dark Oasis.
That could be Seekers.
Yes, but it's most likely not.
Dark Oasis is probably not. It's hard.
Going to be farming the pillbugs, trying to get a power bomb drop. Okay,
Yep.
there's one. These pillbugs are very likely to give you one, so it's why we usually do it here instead of trying to find one before we get to vent area.
Okay, yeah, I agree with this play.
Yeah, spider side, we need to go to spider side now. We don't want to put this off any longer. MightyCaesar using the same technique. It gets a bit faster from the looks of things.
I guess it is. I didn't... Interesting, I didn't know that. I'm pretty sure you can get all the way down to PB Guardians without Seekers. Yeah, there's no Seeker locks anywhere around there, I'm pretty sure.
HCM, that looks like a... Is that some kind of visor?
Oh, that's Dark Visor.
Right? Yeah, it's Dark Visor. We try to get a sneaky little morph into that cubby, but that doesn't quite work out the first try. Oh. We're trying to actually grab onto the spider track here.
Oh no! The quad's going to break the things!
Yes, unfortunately those pieces of terrain that we were standing on are actually destructible. You can destroy them with your beam, and enemies can as well, so that's not really very good.
Yeah, he's going to do Calling Chamber instead, and then come back.
Yeah, we'll get it on the way back. We're gonna be backtracking back into Hall of Combat Mastery in a few minutes anyway, so it's really no skin off the back to reload this room and get that the second time around.
And Caesar is making the spider side play as well. Okay. Can't quite see. Oh, he's going for Hazing Clip first. Okay.
The SDK was actually in like transport. I forget was it transport A axis or transport B axis?
It
I know
was
which
B.
room it was, but I forget the names.
It was B axis, and that was a red key in Hazing Cliff.
Oh
Um,
no!
doesn't have
Oh
time to
no!
pick it up, I guess. It didn't scan it either. Oh, that could
We didn't
potentially
have
be.
enough ammo. Is the like sort of the issue because we
Oh,
had
we didn't
7
have.
going in. We need 5 to fire a charged shot, and uncharged shots do nothing. You need to
Yep.
charge your shots there.
Yep. You.
This can actually be really tough because a lot of players don't realize to get the big ammo drop, you need to be completely out of ammo. So this is particularly a concern if you only have one beam, though in this case that's not an issue for us. Caesar
Caesar.
gets the dark beam, or sorry, the dark visor.
Dark Visor. The key. The problem what Frost is doing wrong is that he's coming at too parallel of an angle. Because the key is that you get the instant unmorph off of the sides of the spider tracks that come down
Oh,
a
is
little
that
bit.
how you do it?
Yeah. So you have to have your helmet blocking it to get the instant unmorph. So so okay, I guess they both peaked Calling Chamber at least, and I guess it's not interesting to them. Caesar will be able to get Hazing Cliff key. It's probably a Aegon key. Yes, it is. So
That's number 3. So we found 2 of them. The other one is in command center. We haven't gotten it yet.
um yeah, I don't think either racer has picked up the Aegon key, but we did find it.
Absolutely.
Um,
Frost just being not having a good time in Hall of Combat Mastery today. This puzzle is very long. We do not want to go through the actual intended route to get to the item. We would
yeah,
really not like to do that.
he's leading the quad away so it doesn't break the standable.
Just his execution here on Spider Side has really put Frost pretty significantly behind in terms of position.
Okay, so now the best play would probably be Dark Labs from here.
I'm inclined to agree, but it still always feels bad being made to do that. Obviously, we don't want to go all the way back to go check GFMC's ship. We don't want
Oh,
to do that. We don't.
he's checking hints. Oh, Chica is
Chick is
dead.
dead.
Okay,
Wonderful.
that
I
was
did
the
not see
hint
that
that.
earlier.
Okay,
So
yeah,
now we
that
just got
was.
Morbus and Gmos 2 to worry about.
Uh,
I completely missed that.
hey, Frost gets the instant morph.
All right, there we go. That's what Frost was looking for. And now we're going to leave. Goodbye, Spider Side. We don't want to see you ever again, but we probably will.
Oh, oh, did they scan? They could have scanned the Hall of Combat Mastery hint. I don't think either of them, remembered that they had Cobalt when they were in there.
Didn't Mighty Caesar just check his Cobalt hints?
No, that was his Violet, his main energy controller.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
Oh, it was scanned? Okay. I guess I just didn't see it. Oh, the PB's in test. Okay. Yep, thanks again. Oh, so Caesar's going to be warping to start.
Okay, so
Perhaps.
we are probably checking ship, aren't we? Among other things.
Yeah. Ship
Now we have
or
Annihilator. Can't we activate the portal and go do the? We can't do the obviously the Echo puzzle, but we can go to Dark. We can go to Sky Temple grounds in theory.
yes, we have both away and back. So phase on grounds is on the table. No one really has the energy for it though. You would definitely want screw attack with this energy.
Screw attack or a suit.
Oh, I think he's going to ship instead.
Yeah, that would be what I would do first.
Yep. Ship, and he could scan the hint in Fortress Transport Access because he does have emerald. So we are a boost ball away from a Sank entrance play. So perhaps Ship has boost ball?
That remains to be seen.
Either way, Dark Labs is still on the table.
Wait, we have Seekers? Or MightyCaesar does, at least.
Seekers... I don't remember where
Frost
Seekers were.
apparently has them too. They're on his tracker, but
I forgot
hold on,
where.
Samuel, do you mind adding MightyCaesar's Seekers to the tracker? And Ship, that's a that's
Oh, it is boost ball.
No way. No
Wow.
way.
Wow. Okay, so the Sank entrance play is real. I can't. Wow.
We're totally going there now. We can't
Yeah.
ignore that. We've got to do some other stuff like maybe Grand Wind Chamber, or rather Wind Chamber Gateway first. We'll scout Grand Wind Chamber, obviously.
Yeah, Wind Chamber Gateway, I do not believe is in logic yet because you have to scan dash across there.
Well, no, we have Grapple, remember?
Oh, right, yeah, so
it's absolutely in logic.
Okay.
Although I don't know if you can grapple across these pits in Wind Chamber, or Grand Wind Chamber itself.
Oh, Caesar trying to go for a roll jump, but yep, dashing his way across.
So I'm pretty sure actually this is out of logic. Don't remember.
Meanwhile, Frost is back in Dark Aegon.
Oh, is that another progressive grapple?
Yep, that is the other progressive
grapple.
grapple.
That's our screw attack. That's big money. And that's an SDK in Grand Wind Chamber.
Okay. With that screw attack, we can get this, but there's a slight chance that we will soft lock. But it doesn't seem like Caesar is going to do it. Trying to reel in the power bomb because you can't activate screw attack when your beam is charged. There's a cooldown after the shot for you to actually activate it. Oh, I see. I forgot. Yes, there is in fact a BSJ method here.
Yeah, this one actually you tend to see pretty often. It's tough. It's actually one of the tougher tricks, but it's just so darn useful. It saves so much time and a lot of items.
But
this is absolutely out of logic on these difficulty settings. This is way higher in difficulty.
I mean, actually, Grand Wind Chamber is in logic because we have Dark World Access Boost and Seekers.
Yes. Technically, we can do it vanilla.
That is logical, right?
Logic, but the trick that we did is not.
The trick is not in logic, but the item itself is indeed in logic. Oh, that is kind of wacky. So we will be seeing the Sank entrance play, as well as the hint here.
Okay, the hint. Thank you, game. Very helpful.
Yep. Obligatory thanks game for the hints.
Hold on, my throat is a bit dry. I'm gonna be right back. I gotta get some water.
All right. Meanwhile, Frost is making the Sank entrance plays right now as well. I didn't see him pick up Grand Wind Chamber, so he will not have screw attack for Sank entrance, which is kind of... Oh wait, he's going back. He wanted the hint first. Makes sense. Caesar has to evade the horrid Luminoth turrets that deal... I think it's like 10 damage per shot? Might be more.
And back in it looks like MightyCaesar37 is going to be farming the what are those called? The Serenity class drones, I think, for ammunition.
Yes.
Our little walking
20
bits with like 3 polygons.
20 per shot on those Luminov turrets? Oh, right. That sucks.
I think they're actually the most damaging turrets in the game, besides the you know, the ones that you actually hop inside.
Yep. Thankfully, we have PBs for this fight. So, Sank entrance has a notorious onslaught of these pirate commandos that, as you can see, don't die
Caesar, why
to
are you
5
using
missiles.
I mean, I guess we don't have that many options. We don't have Dark Beam, so normally Dark Beam is just its godsend. That lets you, because any light enemy, you could freeze it, and it's like the Metroid combo from like Super Metroid on the Metroids, you know? You freeze it, and then some missiles, and it's dead. But without Dark Beam, they just keep taking, they tank damage. They take so much damage. So inconvenient.
Oh, with those Seekers, yeah, we have Sank open.
We can
from
just
the
go
front.
in, yeah. We have Dark Laser, we have Seekers.
I didn't think about that.
We have Cobalt, so we can get a lot of the hints here. And we can do
Yeah,
the gates.
okay.
We don't have Light Suit, so we can't get Sync Map.
Yeah, so,
hopefully that won't matter. Yeah. But we can just do Sync.
Yeah, I didn't think
we
about
have
that.
Screw Attack, too. The only other items, again, we're missing Dark Beam. Not great. We're missing Echo. That's going to be a bit of a pain. The Super isn't so important in Sync, but, you know, we would still like to see them. Yes, the Vigilance class turrets, the ones that you see in Central Mining Station, are also part of the multiplayer. In fact, that's generally the part that people remember the most.
The best stage is Shooting Gallery, with the big turret that everyone tries to fight for.
And of course, the bomb slot behind it that instantly destroys whoever's inside. Everybody remembers that stage. It's like remembering Star Wars Battlefront 2 and how great that was. You know, it's just this game that everybody knows is great because they have personal memories of it.
I didn't see what was in Sank entrance, but the hint.
Oh, Hall of Combat Mastery has a visor. Oh yeah, we already.
That's the Dark Visor hint.
I was excited for a second. I was like, "Oh, is Sank a good?"
Nope.
Oh,
trying to shave off a little bit of time on the boost, but didn't work out, unfortunately. Yep. We will get to see what the actual Sank entrance item is. It is. Oh, it's supers.
Nice.
Okay, that is
good find. Good find.
So
that is something we need to beat the game, at least on paper.
Yes.
There is an out of bound to skip the supers doors on the way to final bosses, but we really don't want to do that. It takes a while, and it's kind of beyond a lot of players' skill levels.
Yeah, supers
very, very, you know, out of bounds is something that takes a long time to master.
Supers are I believe, one of the most opening, I guess. Like, it blocks the most checks in terms of getting to places. Because a lot of crucial areas are super locked.
Yeah, there's a lot of the super locks they're few and they're far between, but they're strategically positioned to block a lot of the game.
So we could go get hints right now, actually. We have Super Seekers, we have Dark Access.
Two tanks, no suit. No screw. Oh wait, we do have Screw Tech. That's one plus.
If we get,
I don't like this.
Like 2 more, I would assume that racers would start thinking about things. But
I could also see doing it if we get like another key or 2, maybe. We have 2 right now, or at least Caesar does.
If we get a suit, then definitely.
The keys, though, also do save us. They reduce how long we have to be in the Dark World. So since You don't have to scan the ones that you already got. You know which ones you already got because the game, like, you actually return the keys before you scan the hints. So that does help a little bit, but again, we want that suit. That's really what's going to make us say, okay, let's go do that.
Frost seems to not be wanting to do something. Can go back and check something else. But
Main research is a tank. We want to grab that.
Oh,
gets it first try.
that was not the correct bonk, but whatever.
Hey, if it works, it works. Major and Sank entrance. Thanks, game.
That's like 3 thanks games hints in a row. That's quite hilarious. I don't really know what Frost is thinking right now. He might be going to hints right now.
I would like that. If he gets the hints, if he gets all the hints, I really like this play. But it doesn't look like that's what he's doing. We're going to
He's going to Aegon. Okay.
Probably going to get the Torvis elevator now that I think about it. You know the one in
underground
center?
Yes. Yeah. Caesar not having
that, or maybe MSB, but I don't like MSB very much as a play here.
No, we don't have Dark Beam, so
oh, you're right.
We can't get to Mineshaft.
So no, that's off the table. We can't get the Mineshaft. We can't get the MSB.
Oh, it could be Dark Labs actually. That is something that neither runner has gotten yet, and with that Annihilator,
we can get out with that super.
Yeah, with supers. Oh, that's probably what it's like. With the supers, you can get out. That, or he's going to Torrents. Meanwhile, Caesar is in. He is leaving as well. He went in a little bit more and found an E-Tank and a dump hint.
Yeah, I think the E-Tank was actually worth it. That's kind of the, it's...
Yeah.
That'll be either true or false depending on what we find coming up, but I think that could get us pretty far.
It does seem that we probably won't be getting a suit for hints. Just a quick review of his hints.
Yes, it's always worth checking if you don't remember.
And Frost is going to Underground Tunnel. Okay. Hopefully we will find the progression there, and Captain will be proven right once again.
Underground Tunnel is very tempting. Very tempting. You always go to Underground Tunnel. There's always money in the banana stand. Sadly, we have 4 missiles and we need 5. This Seeker in particular is such an absolute pain. This is one of the worst in the game, if not the worst.
There is an out of bounds there. You can get a BSJ.
Yes, it's actually one of the easiest out of bounds actually to get, or at least to get out of bounds. Like navigating thereafter is not so straightforward, but the elevator shaft doesn't actually have a ceiling. You know how it's like open at the top? Beyond a certain point, there isn't any collision. You can just, if you get high enough in that room, you can just walk out of the room, which is usually not the case in most rooms.
Oh yeah, with the 3 E-Tanks and the screw attack, it is possible to get Plane of Dark Worship. And with the obscene amounts of progressive suits there, it would make sense to at least check it.
Frost misses again, because this Seeker Lock is, again, complete suck. Concentrated, terrible.
And it is not a suit this time. Interesting.
And we know that Accursed Lake is nothing, right? Because it said missile related.
It was missile, so.
And we already have Seekers anyway, so even if in theory it could be there, we know it absolutely isn't.
Oh,
not that it could have been.
Just
Underground
a missile.
Tunnel is dead. Okay, but what the hint? The hint. We have a hint.
It's got to be a good hint, though. There's our first joke hint of the game, folks.
It was a good hint, I suppose, but not a good hint.
Yep.
Still, we do have some other stuff to do in Tortoise, like we can go to Meditation Vista.
Yep. And seeming to. Oh, okay. I thought that power bomb
That took
wasn't
a
going to
little
hit.
bit longer than I'm used to. The power bomb.
It has a odd placement, but just dark ammo. Did Frost ever get that screw attack? I think he did. Oh, it's a key.
I'm not sure. What kind of key? Let's see. We
Okay,
only need an Aegon key.
Okay, I am
Out of the
assuming
red
he
keys.
doesn't have it, otherwise he would get the key.
Torvus key 3. We can ignore that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did not
he
get.
must not have screw attack at this point.
Ooh, that's
Very
going to probably
unfortunate.
bite him in the back later.
That would also explain why we don't have a second SDK. Well, that or Frost just might not want to get it now. So
No,
again,
so Frost
no
does
screw
not.
attack.
Frost did not check Rand Wind Chamber or Gateway Axe or Wind Chamber Gateway. So yeah, that's gonna kind of bite him here because Torvus Temple has a very useful out of bounds to get you up there. Although you don't have Dark Beam, so that would be a soft lock. But screw attacking into holes is probably the most common way to get out of bounds in this game.
Yeah, that's definitely the easiest to execute. There are some room-specific ones. Again, like I mentioned, the elevator, where they just literally do not have a wall on one of the areas.
Mm-hmm.
Those sometimes can be easier, but screw attacking into a hole it's easy and it works everywhere that you think it would. It's very, very simple. Gravity boost is up to 8 rooms away from something or other.
Oh, there's Dark Beam.
Dark Beam, Path of Root.
Okay.
That's what we're basically
interesting.
done at this point. Short of that screw attack, which Frost has no idea where it is.
Okay, so Caesar seems to have gone to. He's going to go to Hall of Honor Dead instead. It seems.
Yeah. But besides that screw attack, and it's really just an energy game at this point. We need to get tanks. We need enough tanks, or we need a suit.
Yeah.
We need something to survive long enough to beat the final bosses.
This is interesting. Each player has an advantage on each other. Although we don't know if Dark Beam is necessarily locking anything yet. We'll figure that out once we get hints. But for now,
We have like so few majors left. But there is always the possibility. We need, light suit. It could be Sank Map Station SDK, but really, I don't think that's going to be it.
It's not.
We could also need Echo Visor, maybe, but I don't see it.
We won't know until we get hints. But yes, this is anyone's game right now. Meeting grounds hint. Progressive grapple. He has both of them, so it's not. There's a beam related and poison bog. That is nothing.
Oh, is that Echo Visor? That's Echo Visor.
Hey.
And Torvus Lagoon, and we can just get it because we have gravity boost and we've had it forever.
All right.
Very nice find. Okay, so now it's just again suits that we're missing, and of course that screw attack, which I
guess,
doubt will remain hidden from Frost for very long.
So it does seem that Torvus was the play.
Probably gonna be a save and save warp. Maybe. No. We're just saving and exiting.
We still have Dark Torvus to check.
Not like saving and exiting to the menu, but saving and then exiting the save station. I probably shouldn't have phrased it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in Portal Chamber B.
Yeah. If Frost does eventually get to meeting grounds.
I gotta say, I don't like MightyCaesar37's stream freezing here. I think he might be teasing us by not letting us see the hints. That would be really rude. Obviously, yeah, I'm not.
He's firing a super, so I am assuming he's going to Torvus right now, but
yeah, I mean probably, but you can never underestimate those scheming Echoes players. Again, I'm joking, of course.
It's not frozen on their end. Okay. So.
Oh, there's an SDK in Taurus Temple.
Yeah.
This skip is holding up a little bit better than we're used to seeing. That's because Frost used the dark beam, but it's actually weak to the light beam. It's charged light beam is what kills it in one shot.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
That's good to know. Oh, Caesar is getting hits. Great.
Okay, I kind of assumed he was, but I was just going to take it.
With the 3 E-tanks, it is slightly more feasible. So he probably won't be able to take him out with him.
With this, what is with the secret lock? Why isn't he getting that? What?
That's
really going to cost him. What is happening?
He doesn't have enough missiles. That's why.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and he doesn't have. He can't hit the super door either because he doesn't have enough missiles. I was so. I didn't realize that was how it worked.
He broke all the.
Use it without.
He broke all the blade pots, so he has to reload the room. Oh, this is not good.
Oh my god, this is awful. This is just an absolute catastrophe. SDK number 5 in Torvus Temple. Frost is going to be. We're going to be having a little chat with Avok, or probably not, and certainly grabbing the hint and the free item.
Man, no missiles?
Another SDK. That's the second one. That's SDK number 4. Oh. So now we're up to 4 SDKs for Frost.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, only 3, because we didn't get the one in Grand Wind Chamber yet.
Dark Aegon Temple. Okay. That is good to know.
MightyCaesar37, I think, wants to dive.
I think he's gonna. He didn't.
I think we were trying to get energy drops, so we were deliberately dropping.
Oh, that's smart. I like
get like the ultra energy. I didn't realize that. That's quite. Yeah, that's smart. That's probably that was a good play, I think.
And there we go. Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be tight.
Absolutely. We haven't been hit yet by these weeds, which we want to avoid. And we're in. We're in. The room. Come on, load faster. All right, good screw attack.
All right.
Let's see how many hits we get. We got a 7 to try and scan.
Get your notepad out, folks. Feeding pit.
Yeah.
So, we need light suit. That's right.
Oh, okay. You're right.
I didn't realize that. Storage A, we can get that.
So yeah, we have some more items to find.
Caesar can't get that yet. Okay. Corvus Temple, right? Frost has that one already.
Yes.
Alright, Torvus Energy Control as well.
Yeah, we already know about tech, so that's not news to us either. ATS.
We can
That's
get
not so
that.
bad. That's not so bad.
It's
a bit out of the way.
We have found Echo Visor, so we can get through staging unit up there. Dungeon. So, yep, we need light suit, folks.
Game's just making sure we're paying attention.
Battleground. Okay.
That'll be on the fight, since the Eaton Cache was, I believe, a Morph Ball related upgrade. So Power Bomb.
It was not a key, so.
And we got all our hints, I believe.
All right, nice.
That was all 7, right?
Yep. You did get them all.
Cache A is an expansion for Power Bombs. I'm not going to be grabbing that. Although this Hunter Ring seems to have other ideas. Please, no, I insist. Have it. Come on. You need that cheeseburger. I made it for you. Trying to push us into Cache A.
Yep. Oh wait, did he only scan 5?
Oh, is that the case?
Oh wait, no, you left out. We have found Torvus Energy Control and Torvus.
Wait, I only wrote down. No.
He scanned them all.
We get them all. Yeah, we did get them all. I forgot to write down Battleground. That's why I had 4 in my notes and not 5.
Right. So we are light suit go mode. At least for Frost, because
for Caesar, you mean? Frost does not have the screw attack.
Caesar. Oh yeah, Frost doesn't have screw attack, so We will also need that dark beam will be required because we need to get to storage A. And I doubt that Caesar's going to wall crawl to there.
No chance. I don't see it.
So, screw attack. Screw attack is probably depends on if it's required or not, depending on what item the ATS item is. But either way, it's
Echo
still just
Visor
a.
hint for Mighty Caesar. That's gonna be, nice.
Yes, he does not have Echo yet, so
No.
he.
We are still missing Amber, so it could actually still be in Sand Cache. That's almost certainly not the case.
That would be so funny.
That would be
Amber's
that would be
locking
the
itself.
thing of Legends if that was where it was. If Amber was actually required for this seed. I don't think we'll be seeing
I don't think
Amber, but
yeah.
we can always hypothesize.
Yeah, imagine Amber's going to be all the good hints, like where Light Suit is. Or
No, don't die to the dark puffer. Come on, don't. Oh, okay, that's it.
Oh,
That's it.
oh,
Frost is dead.
it's unfortunate. Frost did save in Venice Pond. So.
Those dark puffers deal absolutely obscene damage if you're in their cloud, which you can normally avoid, but ooh. Still, we did get a save, so that's not gonna put us back a ton, but that's still a time loss. A time loss is a time loss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've actually been saving quite a bit, so I wasn't super afraid for them.
Don't do the same thing again, please. There we go. Right, Caesar is going back to Aegon. Probably his first stop is going to be Storage A. Still haven't done Dark Labs yet. That could potentially have our progressive suit. Still don't have our third key for Morbus.
Yeah,
don't have our second one because no one actually picked up Command Center.
Yeah, we've been leaving that one lying around for a while. Well, the third key is, of course, in Meditation Vista, right?
No, that was the Torbus key.
Oh, that was the Torbus key. That's right.
But we got our Aegon key hint, and I don't remember what. It was 2 locations, so.
So that means it's got to be in either.
It's either Aegon or Temple Grounds.
Yeah, I think you're right there. I think so. Yeah.
Caesar doesn't have Dark Beam, so why is he back here?
I don't know. Maybe he forgot. Because, yeah, we are going this way. So.
I think he forgot. Or, no. Doesn't seem like it. Maybe he just wanted to show off the light.
Oh, it was Hazing Cliff. That's right. So it would be Inghive.
Inghive, that's what it was. I mean, Aegon key on Hive entrance, anybody?
God, no.
Although...
No.
That wouldn't really make sense, though, because that's light suit locked, and we would have been in go mode at that point.
We know what's in Battlegrounds already, but we don't know what's in Warrior's Walk. We haven't seen any multiplayer items turn up. Where do you think those are hiding?
I would assume Incash 2 would have something with that. That Annihilator and Central Mining Station still.
Inkclaw only dings us for like about 20 damage, so that's pretty good. This fight actually completes itself if you have Annihilator Beam and shoot these zones with it. Mm-hmm. Annihilator actually has the effect of attracting a lot of the Ing types into it and then killing them when they touch it. So that's actually very, very useful.
Well, Frost is in lower Torvis right
Oh,
now.
that's Cannonball, actually. That was our Morph Ball item.
Oh,
Nice. Kind of skipped my mind a little bit, so that's always a nice find. Cannonball will actually make us immune to all damage while we're morphed. And we'll kill most enemies. Not all of them, but most on contact.
yeah. Most enemies that are vulnerable to like bombs or power bombs are vulnerable to cannonball. So I assume that Frost is still looking for a suit or something, or like more E to get to go to hints.
Yeah, I can definitely see that perspective, but, at this point, I'm like, come on, go get him. We need this will influence the way we play so strongly. We want the hints. We want the hints. And that's our red
Perhaps
key. Okay.
that can't be an Aegon key, and we know both Chica and Quad are dead. So it's,
There's the Amber Translate. That was in doomed entry the whole time. Caesar just got it.
ooh, that's
That's spicy.
that is a pretty bad spot for it, considering we didn't supers were in Sank entrance, and Dark Beam was all the way in Path of Roots. So you couldn't actually obtain that until then. You'd have to.
It's not often that we see this bit of lower Torvis. Normally, this room is one of the ones that we just never see in a game because it requires Annihilator, and it's all the way down here.
Yep.
But we do have the items to go check it.
It also requires gravity boost. And
Yes.
so yeah, like this room is more often than not, if this room has something, it's an SDK because it's so late in the logic chain in terms of what's blocking it.
Today, it's just a light ammo, though. So that's not what we're looking for right now.
Yes, you could, of course, wall crawl to TTS.
Yeah. Wall crawls are actually pretty common in this area of the game because you have these little tunnels, which, as we mentioned before, if it looks like all small and tunnely, and you screw tack into it, that's just gonna pop you out of bounds, easy peasy. And this is no exception.
Yep.
Now we're
Dungeon-
getting to hit that dungeon as a key. We don't know what kind of key it is,
We do
but
know
well,
that's an
we
SDK.
do. Frost
Yeah.
does not.
Frost does not.
Is what I was trying to say.
Miss Orvis Temple key hints. You don't have to worry about it. Both players know that Chica isn't required since there's main energy controller. Caesar's going to be scanning Amber.
Suit and Sand Canyon. Suit and Sand Canyon. That's
Hey,
huge. That's big news. Big.
He is
We
probably
really
going to be.
want to know that. So that's
He's going to be
absolutely
beelining
fantastic.
that, as well as the other Amber hints.
Great
So-
news. Great news.
Hopefully, we'll get the other progressive suit hinted. I don't know if it hints both progressive stuff. Hope it does.
Morbus is dead.
That okay? So two
All right.
big hints
Nice.
back to back, both
And
amber
Sandcash,
locked.
Sandcash. Is
Sandcash? Listen,
missile. Okay, so not a required amber. Darn. Maybe next time.
so. Frost
It's been a while
is-
since I've seen. This is Training Chamber, right? I've seen
Yes.
this room done vanilla very infrequently, so it's kind of interesting.
Yep,
Normally,
that's-
one of the ways you do it is you actually can get a bit of a boost off of that spider rail on the side of the statue, and skip a lot of that, the rest of that rail.
Okay. Frost is going to main research and will hopefully pick up that last E-tank, which will be enough to convince him to go get hints.
Hopefully.
Because if he gets hints right now, the only leg up on he has on Caesar is the Dark Beam, which is card required. Although-
Right now he's short at screw tech, though. It's still worth mentioning that. And the
Yeah.
amber. And
Yeah,
that dark suit that we just got.
Yeah, screw
So
attack is
Caesar
hard
has a
required
pretty
for
big
Sand
advantage.
Canyon, yeah.
Yeah, there's no other way to get over there, to my knowledge, without going out of bounds. And out of bounds, you don't want to do here without screw attack in the first place, so, it's not really It's kind of a chicken and the egg situation. Because again, it's right next to ventilation shaft, so if you have screw attack going out of bounds, they're super easy.
Caesar will be potentially checking towards C now that he has supers.
Yes, that's absolutely open to us right now.
And
Caesar going to be swagging on us since we don't have the Dark Beam to open this gate. Screw attack actually does a similar damage type to this gate for whatever reason. There's a lot of very weird damage type overlaps like this, where like one specific thing in the game will somehow be vulnerable to something that it never tells you it is. And that's just one such instance. We do have Boost Ball now, so sand processing is now open to us in logic. Also, Frost is doing the main research puzzle vanilla. Because we don't have screw attack.
Yep. Man.
And it sucks because we just got knocked off. And even if we don't, it still takes forever.
It is really unfortunate that he did not check Wind Chamber Gateway.
It's bleeding a lot of time for Frost right now.
And he's getting ganged up on by quads. E-Tank and sand processing. Nice. Well,
good find. At this point, yeah, we want to see those tanks. Although, again, we're going to be finishing with light suit, so it's not super important to get a bunch of energy. We now know.
Yeah. Yeah, with 4 E-Tanks, it's doable, I think, with various suit. With Dark Suit, final bosses are pretty easy before E-Tanks, but yeah, since Light Suit is hard required, we will not really have to worry about dark damage for final bosses. Oh?
That's our last egg on key, who cares? Again, we don't need any keys this game.
That's true.
Amorbus dead, Chica dead, and the quad doesn't need them anyways.
It's a good thing that he got that hint, otherwise he'd definitely be thinking that Amorbus is something.
Yeah, that's definitely a good hint to get. Luminoth turrets are no threat when we have Dark Beam.
It seems that Frost is finally checking on the rest of Sank. We do have Fighter and Dark Beam, so we can get up to upper Sank. Perhaps that is where our other suit is hiding. I don't think we have any. We don't have any SDKs around there, so.
I'm going to be solving the Mid-Gyro puzzle real quick. The answer is actually alphabetical, so it's Amber, Cobalt, Crimson, Emerald. Is the order that you need to do it in.
You ever forget that pattern? Just remember that. Alphabetical.
That actually has inspired a few like random theories, just because the red is a color that never appears in the game. The other 3 are all colors associated with translators, and gates and whatnot. But Crimson never appears in the game anywhere else. Probably nothing, but people have definitely put some thought into it. Key bearer tells us what? Missile-related upgrade. We don't care. A light beam in the back.
Quad's giving us Glory Out of a Lifetime. Aegon Energy Controller hint.
Dark Beam
Torvus. Ooh, that's big for Caesar.
Humongous for Mighty Caesar. That's going to be saying, okay, Torvus time. Let's go to Torvus. That's going to be our Echo Visor. That's going to be our Dark Beam.
Yep.
And then that's going to be some of our SDKs too. That's going to be 2 of our SDKs in Torvus that we're just going to grab while we're there.
That kind of sucks for him, though, because he's right next to Storage A, which he needs the Dark Beam for. So he's going to have to take kind of a little bit of walk of shame back to Torvus to go get that. Well, nevertheless, that's still huge.
I think that gives MightyCaesar37 a pretty big lead, as long as we don't spend a bunch of time in lower Torvus.
Yeah, because Frost
that would be the only way to squander this.
Yeah, Frost still has no idea where the other progressive grapple is.
Yeah,
that hasn't been hinted yet. So or wait, it was hinted. It was in meeting grounds, so which Frost has not been to yet. So yep, Caesar will be taking transport access to underground tunnel elevator. I'm going to go pick up that dark beam, which is Path of Roots, so it won't take long to find. Plus, there's 2 STKs here, so it routes well nicely. Station access. Nope.
Yeah, this Seeker is giving Caesar some more trouble.
Yep. Thankfully, he
Just like
doesn't
he
have to
gave trouble to
backtrack.
Frost.
But...
Yeah, we have plenty of missiles now. I think our max is like 40, so we're good. Yeah, 40. And of course, we still have enough left over for the super as well, so we can head straight over.
So far, if Frost finds the other progressive suit, you could debate that he would be in the lead. Otherwise, it seems like Caesar's on his way to overtaking Frost right now.
Yeah, Caesar's got a very comfortable lead. We're going to be getting that Dark Beam very, very soon. We are heading right there. This is Path of Roots. He's going to get it. He's going to get it, and it's right there. Boom.
Yep.
Dark Beam.
So now he's
Turns
going
back around, so we're not going to get that Echo Visor immediately, but we're going to get it pretty soon.
Yeah,
I doubt we'll be leaving that for very long.
That Echo Visor was not required. I do not believe.
I don't think so, but we don't know where Light Suit is, so it might be.
Yeah, it all depends on Light Suit. Yep.
But if we get it, we know we'll be able to get a Light Suit, because we have literally every other item in the game. Never mind, we will be getting that immediately, because we're in Torva's Lagoon right now.
A Lear hint?
Scans the wrong thing. We scan the plant instead of the beam-related upgrade.
Okay, so...
There's Echo.
Yes.
That's go -1. Absolutely guaranteed.
Yep, hear the words of Oleg. Last Sentinel of Fortress Temple, may they serve you well. Words to live by. Oh, Frost is attempting a scan dash over there. Yeah, you would really need an E dash for that. So it seems like he's going to be giving up on that and going somewhere else. Probably to Watch Station, if I were to guess. Frost has seemingly forgotten how to activate the Orb Cannon, which is the Seekers and Dark Visor lock things right above you. Otherwise, he's probably just taking care of Respits first.
Yeah, the Respite a little bit tough to aim at when it goes into this mode, since you can no longer lock onto it like most other enemies in the game. I believe that's actually the only enemy in Echo. It's the only real enemy that can do that. In Prime, there's of course the invisible drone, but you know.
Caesar is making his way to Torva's Temple to pick up those 2 SDKs.
And like I said there, that light beam will one-shot the skiff, which we just saw from Caesar.
That's good to know. And nice. Yeah, that shot to get the 2 flying pirates is a very tough one to land.
Yeah, most of our runners tend to learn it just because it's very nice. You end up using it almost every game.
Yeah. Torva's Temple is, in fact, inevitable.
In this case, it's mandatory.
Exactly. Frost is save warping from Mage Gyro. Probably going to start regrouping now. hopefully to
As
go
Caesar
get
gets some
hints.
missiles, so we can hit the supers.
Yep. Because there are in fact two super doors. Um, both doors to transport. Or wait, no, I'm dumb. That's not right in the least. There's one door.
MightyCaesar37 going to be paying a visit to Avok. I am Avok, the last sentinel of this temple. Heed my words carefully.
Yep.
And of course, grabbing the hint and our SDK on the way out.
No one really knows the Guardian for Aegon because of the layers that are messed up in that room.
Aisha
See?
will never be heard.
Mm-hmm. It's bad. Yep, so we do have a required light suit for both dungeon and feeding pit.
Yes.
One was in Sand Canyon. We are looking for the other one. That is Caesar's Go mode right now.
Frost is down that dark suit as well as the screw attack, so not great. Frost, no, you don't need to go there. You don't need to go to Accursed Lake, Frost. There's nothing there. Frost.
I mean, the only thing that could be there is unlimited missiles. Yeah, we
I
haven't found
guess it could be that, but come on.
we
Do we
haven't found a
need that?
single multiplayer item yet that they both specifically RA'd for. So far, it hasn't really come in handy, I guess. But
Remind me, what model does unlimited missiles have? Is it just the
unlimited
standard?
missiles is a missile launcher.
Okay, it's the launcher specifically.
Yeah, so it is. It is slightly brighter.
I'm used to thinking of it as being slightly darker, actually, because a lot of it is this darker one, whereas the expansion has a lot of this more grayish than that darker material.
It is also a little bigger.
And pointier.
So, fortunately, Caesar will come to the revelation that most of Lower Torvus does not have anything. We haven't checked Alpha Blog or anything in Dark Lord Torvus, but all the upper things here will not. So, the best thing he could do is head straight for Grapple Guardian, I guess.
And Mighty Caesar gets the very helpful hint that dungeon is a key. I don't know why he scanned the key bearer. Probably just a sort of a lapse in memory. It's
Double
understandable.
check.
Gonna find this light ammo expansion in a minute.
Yes, this has been quite the race. The lead has gone back and forth depending on just routing, which is always it's always really nice to see when
Yeah,
racers
sometimes
get
you see races where they're both going the exact same way, and one of them is very clearly a little bit ahead. And those races are really boring to talk about because there's, half as much stuff going on compared to normal.
Hopefully Caesar doesn't find that light suit while stream is frozen.
That would be rather unfortunate for us, the audience.
Well, Frost is in gateway access, so if he goes to meeting ground, he could get the hint, but it doesn't seem like it. Or he's just
Scans the
checking
wrong
the
object. Frost. No.
life
Life support
support.
system. Oh,
That
that could be it in Defiled Shrine. In
oh,
Defiled
that would be
Shrine.
so bad if it
Oh,
is
could you
though.
imagine, though?
Because I don't think
Oh,
Caesar
that would
picked
be
it up.
just. Oh. That would be criminal.
Oh, you're right. Well, and then there's this progressive grapple hint. Transport, transport C. So that should clue him into Wind Chamber Gateway.
Yeah, hopefully. He's looking at the map now. He's trying to do the mental calculus. Meanwhile, MightyCaesar37 is back and just gets the item in training chamber.
Ah, Caesar has mid levels on, so that's why his stream was freezing.
Ah, that explains it. So actually, the bot got served an ad. How funny. And Frost
Yep.
sees the grapple. I
Ooh,
didn't know that happened. That's kind of a shame.
um he's not
What?
getting it.
What?
Oh,
Frost!
I think he thinks it's Grand Wind Chamber, or he was just peeking at first, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah.
Wanted to know whether or not, I guess, he would have to just immediately use the orb cannon again. I'm not
So
sure.
thankfully he has it now. So he still could recover from this. If he
Oh, it's not
starts,
over, definitely. That other suit is going to be the decider of this game, and whoever finds it is going to have a pretty significant chance of winning.
given how early that was in logic, he is probably going to think that something is definitely going to be locked behind it. She's going to find is that other progressive suit, Sand Canyon. So you shouldn't wait too long. Although you're right, yeah, that I don't think that's in logic. I don't think those scan dashes across the deuce things are in logic for
Well, it's in
tournament
logic to
settings.
come in from the other side, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, so you wouldn't
And we
have
have
gotten
supers.
screw until
Advisor.
supers. So yeah, that is pretty rude.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, Command Center is the only beginner scan dash in the whole game. So yes, no scan dashes are in logic besides that one. Forgot about that. All right, now Caesar is going to make the play to check up her tank. We don't. What did Frost not check? Didn't check Airy. That'd be terrible if the other suit's there. Didn't get main gyro. I don't think.
Yeah, I
Watch
saw one of
station.
our players in main gyro, but definitely didn't get the item.
Frost seems to be having a tough time with this BSJ.
That's understandable. This one is actually pretty difficult. Normally, again, this is something that people spend a lot of time learning just because it's so useful. It comes up so often.
Yeah,
But it is actually, it takes quite a lot of skill to get consistently.
Yeah. It's a delicate balance between unmorphing late so you have enough height, but unmorphing early enough so that you actually get the jump.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, there's the other joke hint in main gyro.
All right, that's both of them out of the way. Good.
And the early game started out with absolutely atrocious hints, with like Three.
Caesar, that's not you haven't solved it. You got it backwards. That's not how you solve the puzzle. It's not that order. Come on. I was a little bit, I was like, I saw that as it was happening, and like I knew it like instantly the moment he morphed. Like, oh no, wrong. That's actually that isn't something you see so often, since it's the same every time. Normally, people just kind of memorize it after a certain amount of time and get it right automatically without even really thinking about it.
Mhm. Frost seems to be opting for the screw attack method now. Jeez.
Still not having any luck though.
I would argue that the screw attack is easier. Just solely because I do the screw attack and I did not remember the BSG. So. Oh, that might be it? Nope.
Not quite, yeah. But we came in a bit low at that final sort of point. And then the bonking.
Watch station hint is more pole bombs. Thankfully, we have screw attack, so we can make a return trip to vault. Most people will opt not to if they don't, because while it is possible to get to vault relatively easy, getting back is not as feasible. There's a really hard E-dash, which most people don't tend to do. And also, Frost got the Green Wind Chamber.
Yeah, I just saw that. We got the SDK now.
I'm proud of you.
That I believe brings us up to 4, because the 2 in Torvis, that one, and then the one in Great Temple. So I'll just bump us up to 4 there.
And we're going to be doing the watch station. This is a very useful crawl, I guess. You wouldn't really call it a wall crawl, but scaling it is very much useful.
Yeah, that's not what a wall crawl is. It's just a matter of standable.
Yeah, just a regular crawl. A regular crawl.
No, it's just like standable terrain is the term. Wall crawl has a specific connotation of using the terrain to crawl through. Oh, there's double damage. Yeah, what do you know?
Hey,
Frost
first,
just found it.
That is War Ritual Grounds.
Nice.
Oh, Frost might check to file Shrine, and if that's the suit,
That's our life support system. We need to see it.
He is.
A tank would be nice too, because that would mean a lot of safety checking hints, but also, and we do need to get a missile drop here. So probably going to spend that last missile just to ensure that we get drops.
If this is the suit, it's huge.
And it's a tank.
Oh, it isn't.
That's unfortunate.
Oh. Well, now we have no idea where it is.
Yeah, we're going to have to be keeping our eyes peeled for it.
Caesar seems to be having trouble with watch station today. Everyone's just...
Yeah, sometimes
the game has been taking several victims today.
Yeah. Mostly it's been Frost, I feel, who's been struggling the most with execution, but Caesar, there's a lot of tricks in this game. We just saw the main gyro puzzle, like, ooh. That's usually one that's pretty free, and now we've got Watch Station, which is a little more justifiable.
Both of these players have been playing very well. They are...
Oh, absolutely.
We still don't have a clear winner yet, so...
It's just like... nobody's, like, free from mistakes. It's just something that we pick up on.
Battleground.
And Frost is finally getting hints. We already know all of these, so,
Frost is opting to scan... Okay, good.
We have plenty of energy, so we're definitely getting all of them.
ATS.
And Watch Station is a missile.
Oh, right, ATS. So there is an SDK.
Yep. And there's 2 items in ATS, so it can either be on the screw attack wall or behind the barrier, both of which we can get very easily.
Yeah, which Caesar's getting right now. And it seems it is the one behind the gate. So
This one is actually a bit of a funny one. The gate is supposed to prevent you from scanning it, but if you stand right up against it in this little gap, you can just barely get the scan. Unfortunately, we get knocked off, which is going to cancel our scan, so we got to get that position again. Not super tricky, mind you, so it's just going to be a matter of time. I get the bonk as well, knocking us into the pit over ATS.
I didn't know that there was a gap there too. We usually do it from the front facing the door.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing it from this one. Usually you can just get, like, stand on the terrain there, and
Oh,
people tend to have a better time with that. But
gives you a bigger window. Huh.
I guess so. SDK there.
Something, a neat little optimization is that I'm pretty sure Dark Commandos are also drawn to Annihilator. So you could use that to kind of ward them off so that they don't mess up your screw attack and stuff over there.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
Okay, so what have we not seen? We haven't seen Cat West. We haven't seen Main Gyro or Airy. Sentinel's Path is still on the table. Some stuff in Dark Torvus near Boost Guardian, that area. Torvus Plaza we haven't really seen. Aegon is... Oh, we still haven't...
Mining Station B.
Yeah, we still haven't
Storage.
been over there.
Storage.
We haven't even done Dark Lips yet.
Well, we've done Doomed Entry, and we've seen some of
We've
that
done
there.
Doomed Entry, and that's it. In Cache 2 and In Cache 1 are still on the table, as well as 4. So, if Dark Labs has the other progressive suit, that's going to be very funny, because Caesar walked right past it. It seems like he will be checking Main Gyro.
Yeah, it could be here. It could be here. And the cannon gets the instant kill on the quad.
We love to see that.
Fun.
Although, how did he find Cannonball? Because if he did, he just lost it.
Yep.
So
We might have lost it earlier with Sand Canyon. I don't remember what order we got that stuff in.
So he's
It
probably
was in
going to want
Battlegrounds, I know.
He's probably getting rid of Cannonball in case he has to go to Airy. Because the thing about Cannonball, the Achilles heel of it, is that you can't damage like terrain when you're boosting. So like you can't break crates. Actually, I think you can do crates, but mainly you can't break the glass in Main Gyro to Airy with Cannonball. You have to have Boost Ball for it.
Oh, Lear has the E-Tank. We saw that earlier, I believe.
And Cannonball supersedes Boost Ball, so you would have, even if you have both, you have to get rid of Cannonball. So I think he could potentially be planning for the Airy play. He should at least save so that he can save warp if it doesn't have anything. It's going to be checking Sentinel's Path on the way there. Skipping past Sentinel's Path. Maybe he forgot. Ingreal Clary is missile required, so or missile related, so we don't. So that's dead. Spider Guardian. I mean, Spider Guardian has been required in a lot of these races recently. So Hive Dynamo works. Anyone?
Maybe.
what we really should be doing is playing for hints to hopefully find the other progressive suit if there is one.
And that's Dark Burst.
Nice Dark Burst. I don't think we checked phase on grounds.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Pipe Dynamo works is missile related. That's right. Thank you.
Oh, you're right.
So
You're right.
just so on Spider Guardian is still a possibility. It could be Dark Labs. No one has actually gone into Dark Labs. Both people have put it off. Yeah, Incash 2 is Annihilator locked. Incash 1 is Vanilla Light Beam. So, then Frost giving up his Cannonball as well. If he had it out. I don't remember if he did.
No, I don't think he has it because he hasn't been to Battlegrounds yet.
Yeah. Swordsby still, and he did do Phase on Ground.
Right? Has he?
Yep. So, Swordsby, Incash 1 and 2 and 4 still a thing. Sank has Harry. Sentinel's Path that Caesar went right by for some reason. Maybe he got it in for or something. I don't know.
Caesar's checking.
Yeah, but I think he's going to go to Storage B now. That, or he's going to finally do Dark Labs.
Yes.
Yeah. And Frost is making his way to Aegon as well. Hopefully he will find the dark suited Sand Canyon. And they'll put him on even ground with Caesar.
Yes. Right now, yeah, that's really basically the only thing separating them, as well as that Amber, of course.
Yeah, the Amber was only really relevant for Caesar because of the Dark Beam hint.
It did also guide him to the suit, but that was they weren't so far apart.
Oh yeah, there was a progressive
critical.
suit in Sand Canyon, so yeah, that would be pretty good. But yeah, the
play
play
yeah,
is
the
definitely
progressive suit hint definitely was quite nice. Missile expansion.
Nope. All right, it's finally time. And it's so funny how actually going out of your way to get Incash 1 first, then going all the way around to get Incash 2 is actually faster. Just doing the whole loop.
Yeah, wow.
So puzzle and phase on site takes a lot of time. Alright, Incash 1. Nope.
Frost, meanwhile, is getting MSB. We've got 2 items here. The item on the ledge is just a missile expansion. The hint we can't get because we don't have Amber.
George A is an SDK. It's good. Yep, both players have hints now, so
Yeah, that SDK is not going to be a surprise.
Amber was doomed entry. So
Yeah.
and supers were in Sank entrance. Dark Beam was in Path of Roots, so
Now we just have this one room left to check in the area, and then we want to head out because we already did Battleground as Caesar, I believe. And we haven't fought Power Bomb Guardian yet, so we can't get that item right there. Bit of a weird collision there, giving Caesar a slight trouble.
A little bit of
Going to be passing through Bitterwell without too much trouble, though. Wait, is that
Um,
room Bitterwell? I forget which.
yeah, that one is Bitterwell.
All right, thank you.
It could still be on PD Guardian. We haven't
That's
checked.
possible.
We haven't checked Under Temple, or Hydro Chamber
Oh, there's
storage.
the Sand Canyon suit for
Yep.
Frost.
So now it is just a
Oh,
matter of
wrong
light suit.
expansion.
Man, okay, so
Not
it
what we
wasn't
wanted.
Dark Labs. Incash 4 is the last check in Dark Aegon.
Yeah, it's going to be over next to dueling range.
Um, hmm. I really like to see how this
Yeah,
is
it's
going.
definitely
You know?
very fun to watch, and I imagine very interesting to play as well.
You know, this has been a big back and forth because now they're both on even playing fields. They have Caesar only has one SDK ahead of Frost. Um, Fortunately, Frost will not be making the play to check Doom Entry for that Amber. So I guess the next thing to do is storage A for Caesar, and then he can pick up the hint in Mining Station B because he does have Amber. Nope, no. Oh wait, yes, we did get the Tombstone. That's right.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, no required bosses today, or at least
Yeah,
major
that's what it
guardians.
appears.
Yeah, everyone's dead. Mining Plaza is dead. Otherwise, they would have gotten it by now. Quad Tumos and Chica are all dead. Unless it is PD Guardian, I guess. That would suck so bad.
I mean, we had Emerald on, Jump Guardian, stuff like that, but that doesn't really count, does it?
What's MSB things?
Yeah, we didn't get the hints, so that'll be interesting. This one can be pretty game deciding sometimes. Had some trouble getting the lock. Wow, game.
Wow. Oh, and Frost is getting the Amber right now.
There it is.
Like, the very dumb,
Yeah.
stupid. Yep. So far, the other suit hasn't been hinted. We got the hint for the one in Sand Canyon. That was, I think MSA. Yeah. So far, this other progressive suit is unhinted.
I think the suit, was actually in Portal A. I might be misremembering, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and yeah, Frost didn't get Cannonball, so it is right there. Yep. So with that, I think Aegon is full clear, except
I
Incash
think
4, right?
so. Yeah, besides Incash, of course. We
Incash
do need to
4.
go there, go to Dueling Grounds, go get the Incash, and then we believe we're done.
Um,
I mean, obviously we have, besides that, we just have light suit checks, which we kind of, won't need.
Remaining hints. Oh yeah, what hints are left? I think we've gotten all Aegon hints. I think we got all Emerald hints. I don't know if we got Training Chamber hints.
I don't see why we wouldn't have. Oh,
Um,
there's Frost's Cannonball. Actually, yeah, Frost hasn't been to Battlegrounds yet, so that's, we just got that.
yeah, I think we've gotten all our hints. I can't think of any ones that we haven't been to.
Oh, there's one.
Mining Plaza.
Plaza access. That's
Oh,
it. That's go mode.
let's go. Okay, so we didn't.
I
That
think we
is.
don't have any hints left. I'm sorry. I
uh,
shouldn't make fun of you. I
no,
didn't know
don't.
either.
No, that's
I
fine.
didn't
I
know
didn't forget
either.
about that. Okay, that's big.
That's go mode.
Uh, hopefully Frost figures out how to get out of here and gets his butt to Mining Plaza, so he gets that hint. I guess. I mean, we just. That's. I mean, when you have like Amber in like late Aegon, Mining Plaza hint is usually always hard to route in because at that point you were probably like going to go to Spider Side or something.
Yeah, yeah. There's
If you
just a
don't
lot of
get,
different things. You're being pulled in several directions, and it's hard to
yeah, but
choose
oh,
something that's just like a hint over items. That's always not something that you want to do.
that is funny though. We like passed that hint by like 3 times now or something, and
I'm not
so
used to getting Amber so late.
yeah, yeah. And the
Hmm.
so the suit is right here. Or
All
was it
along, it was Plaza access, I
Plaza
believe,
access? I thought it was
something
Temple
like that.
access. So I was going to question why they didn't get it yet, but yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we saw that already because you see it in the morph tunnel, right?
Yep.
And that was a missile expansion, actually. I remember.
Yep. Caesar is locked on target. In terms of SCKs, he's still missing light suit or feeding pit and dungeon, his light suit locked ones.
Yeah, yeah, we couldn't
And
have gotten those anyways. But besides that, we've got everything already wiped up.
oh yeah, those are his last SDKs. So he just
Yep.
needs us. Okay.
Yeah, we got 7. So we're
Yeah.
basically in the
Yeah.
lead. It's
Yes.
Caesar's game to lose.
Caesar. Yeah. This looks like Caesar's game. So wait, this.
So it's just going to be in the half pipe here. That's going to be our suit. That's going to be us leaving to go get our SDKs.
Yeah. It's. I don't know. I usually feel mixed feelings when a game is decided based on a hint and not like the actual runner's skill.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but I also
But
feel like Caesar was pretty far ahead for quite a while, so it's not like this is
yeah,
something where Frost just got completely screwed because of one wrong choice. But it's more like Caesar's just been kind of taking a lead and keeps maintaining it, widening it even this whole
yeah,
time. So I don't feel quite so upset about it. The
yeah. I
outcome
mean,
definitely doesn't feel like it's unfair.
yeah. The biggest detriment that Caesar had was not going to Torvis for Dark Beam for a little bit, but even then, it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
Oh, Frost doesn't have the Amorbis hint yet, and
Yikes.
I think he just picked up
Uh
his last Aegon key.
oh.
uh, hopefully, he gets that before he gets there.
I worry. I am concerned. That said, though, they haven't gotten the one in Hazing Cliff,
Oh
remember?
yeah,
So they would have to go actually
true.
go get that, and I don't think that's going to be high on their list of priorities.
Yeah, the other two, or the one is right there in command center. So if he goes and
We
picks that
just
up,
skipped over it, so we're probably not. Oh, going back maybe.
oh,
Looks like we are.
he is.
Oh no.
He this sucks. And we are shown the fact that he is in fact playing on Dolphin because of that scan. Because
Caesar, the moment I switch off of his audio, freezes up again. Okay, never mind. We're good. We're good. Don't freeze again.
so he is making his way to dungeon and then to feeding pit and then back to temple grounds. Meanwhile, Frost is getting his second Aegon key. Did he peek Hazing Cliff though?
Yes, but I don't think he scanned the key. Is the thing. I'm pretty sure he
Yeah.
didn't actually scan it. So he knows it's a red key, but he doesn't know which one.
Okay.
Like he was low on health, he backed out. He's like, okay, it's a red key, and didn't scan it because he ran out of light ammo. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, he went to Spider Side first before Caesar.
Yeah, it also got stuck in Hall of Combat Mastery for a while. And there's SDK number 8, or actually it's SDK 9, but we have 8 of them now.
Okay. I think mining station A was the immortal hint, so if he scans it.
Maybe. I'm not
Or
sure.
portal terminal.
I think it was Portal Terminal that had the suit hint.
Yeah.
We might be getting it
That's
backwards, though, or
it's gonna be
I might be getting it
unfortunate.
backwards.
Although, yeah.
Whoa, what happened there?
That is a dolphin thing for some reason.
Never seen that before. Yeah, this is a suit hint in Portal Terminal, unfortunately. We aren't going into Dark Aegon, though. So that's at least a good sign.
Oh, he's on his way to mining plaza, so he
Okay, we're
could
gonna
get the suit hint. So
yeah, that would be basically Frost also in go mode as well. But we're
yeah.
3 SDKs behind, and we don't have that suit, so I don't like his position. He's definitely got an uphill battle.
Yeah, I don't think it's native resolution because I play on native and it still does for some reason. Yep. I mean, there he goes. He's going. He is probably pretty upset about that as well. But he is making his way straight there.
Yeah, I can't imagine that feels good.
He is missing one STK besides the light suit locked ones. I don't know which one he didn't get. Yep. Both of our runners are now in go mode. Caesar's making his way to feeding pit.
Yeah, this feeding pit will be the last key of the game, and then we can go fight final bosses. Which, with our items, we will do immediately, with no worries.
Yep.
Tons of energy, and of course the light suit will provide us total immunity to Dark Aether's toxic atmosphere.
Yeah. So Frost does have double damage. I don't think that's gonna pick up the pace for him,
I don't think so either.
but man, that's the only multiplayer pickup item we found.
We have not found unlimited missiles or beam ammo. Yeah.
No beam ammo, no missiles. Yeah. Isn't there like one more though? Cannon. Oh, we did find cannonball.
Yeah, but that's not a multiplayer item.
Yeah. Is there really only 3?
Yep. There are more items, but they aren't really useful in single player. There's the hacker visor, but that, obviously you can't
Yeah.
hack enemies. That doesn't make sense. And then there's the death ball, which has the problem that you can't unmorph when you're in the death ball. There's also invisibility, which again doesn't work in single player because enemies don't need to see you in order to see you.
Uh-huh.
So it's only those 3 that make sense in single player. Oh yes, invulnerability. Obviously that gets turned off because it's OP, and would not really be very fun.
Yeah.
Because the game already is something that you can absolutely tank a ton of damage in, so we don't really need more on top of that. Because again, in multiplayer these items have a timer, so you run out, but in single player you have them forever. So being invulnerable for the entire game is not actually very fun.
No, well, hear me out though. What if they add a 3rd progressive suit and treat it like that?
No, no, no.
But you always have the last progressive suit be non-logical, so it gets thrown in like area all the time or something.
I mean,
Because
we turned on progressive grapple. Look how far that's gotten us. How do you know that we won't just fund all 3 immediately?
fair enough. Interesting. Caesar, did he get feeding pit? I didn't see it. Um, yeah, I think he did. All right. Or I think the bot might be out of commission right now or something. I wouldn't know much about it, but
Yeah, I don't really have much influence on that side of things.
Frost has picked up his light suit and is on his way to dungeon right now. Thankfully, he didn't get sidetracked by a Morbus. This was, I'm just now realizing, a full tracker seed.
Yes,
I don't
indeed.
think,
We didn't get all the keys, but you win some, you lose some.
yeah,
We're
not a
also short
single.
that light burst and that sonic boom as well.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, Sunburst was on Dark Alpha Splinter. So so
Oh,
both of
was
them
it? I
definitely
had
have it.
no idea. Because
Yeah,
I missed
I
both of
just
their
remembered
alpha
that.
splinters. That is funny.
Yeah, so they will be able to do hundo strats on Emperor Ing, which is using the Sunburst and then spamming Annihilator.
Yes. Although some people do the quad super missile thing where you fire 4
Yeah,
super missiles at them anyways, just because they're more comfortable with it.
yeah,
It's not a huge difference in time to do one or the other. Also worth noting, MightyCaesar is going in with 3 out of 4 power bombs, so that's pretty good. If we get the
yeah,
4th, that's pretty much very solid
yeah.
plan for Emperor Ring Phase 2.
Yeah,
The
the
power bomb
worm.
is very good quality of life since you can hit multiple of the tendrils at once with one, and it saves you a lot of time over just using bombs.
I am pretty sure that the worm caches drop power bombs if you're full on energy and missiles.
Yeah, I believe
So
so too. I've seen people go around. There's like 4 on the different corners of the room. So that was, I believe that was.
as a
Yep.
missile. Oh, those must be inclined to give big missiles more often. So he will be going in with 3, which is okay. It's possible to pull off
Misses
3.
the screw attack wall.
He doesn't.
Always a
He
bit
lost his
off.
cannonball though, so that's going to be kind of annoying.
Not a huge deal, but yeah, you can get knocked off by the tendrils and more importantly by the inglets if you don't have a cannonball.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because I'm pretty sure he lost it thinking he was going to have to go to Airy, but that ended up not being relevant. So
Yeah, we are opting to go the super missile strat.
fair enough.
Again, this is often something that's more consistent for some runners, so sometimes we don't see on the strats just for that reason.
Is he going to get it? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, of course.
It's
definitely not free though, so I can definitely understand the.
One thing that a lot of runners also do is that they get closer to the body so that the laser actually hits the collision of his body instead of actually hitting you. And then you duck back out to fire the super. Okay.
It's full of the tendrils on that power bomb. We've got one more.
All right.
This is going to be plenty.
Come on. Yep. Nice.
Very well done. And you really only need those 3, but sometimes you see people struggle.
But
we
Empering
go
3
early.
seems...
We don't wait to see what attack comes out, and that kind of bites us a little bit. We do get some damage, but it's chip. It's chip damage.
Mm-hmm. It does seem that he chose violence today.
All right, and there we go. For a second, it looked a bit like he was going too high, because normally you see Empering actually get pushed backwards, but I guess he was already up against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we do get a health refill after beating EI 3.
Yep.
There's also an automatic save created, so again, no risk at all, realistically speaking.
All right, chat. Is Caesar getting centered? That's the big question of the day.
Now we do have all of the tools. We have our screw attack, we have our visors, we have our beams, so we've definitely got a lot to work with here, but that doesn't really get us very far.
Middle me this, Batman. It's good. All right. Come on, Caesar. All right. Come on. Okay. He doesn't hit the first screw attack. Still opts to use the Echo Visor.
Oh, Dark Samus tank a missile there.
Yep.
That's very unfortunate. We get
I don't think
without doing hardly any damage.
I don't think he got enough Annihilator shots, so he had to recover that. But...
Oh, that could be it. That could be it.
Yep. So seems like chat was right. We are getting a center today. Yeah, that is unfortunate, but we do thankfully have light suits, so we don't really have to worry about energy. And unfortunately, Samus ducking down to not actually take the brunt of the phase on beam. Fun fact though, if you do get the pellets and she does that, make sure to fire it after she has actually hit the ground and starts going towards you, because otherwise it'll give her, which is not good. This fight takes forever as it is. Don't need to extend it anymore.
Yeah, they weren't joking when they gave you the 8-minute timer. It's the super hit which brings Samus, or Dark Samus rather, immediately back up.
and I'm assuming that Frost's last SDK that he didn't get was ATS, and that's why he's taking staging area to get up there. I'm just waiting for pellets.
Getting a lot of missiles, yeah. Oh, we got none.
Wow.
Thank you, Dark
A
Santa.
0 pellet rotation?
I haven't seen that so often. Frost, meanwhile, is on the way up.
It seems like that's 2 more shots. I think it's 1 more shot.
Oh, wait, no, they were in
Yeah.
Beehive. For some reason, I thought they were in Sky Temple.
Pixel health.
Yeah, one more shot will be enough to finish the game out.
Yep, and that is GG's. Congratulations, Caesar, on winning, and
Frostbite chooses to forfeit, so we will be seeing both of them in just a second.
Yep. We are greeted by Caesar. How are you doing? Congrats on your win.
Yes, congratulations. And that's Frost joining us as well now. Caesar, is your mic working? I can't hear you if you're trying to speak.
Hello.
Hello there, Frost.
We cannot hear you, Caesar, I think.
Yes. Cannot hear you.
But yeah, GG's. Oh, those suits. That was unfortunate.
Yeah, that was the decider. It was what basically cost you the race was putting off Amber, believe it or not. Because Caesar got Amber before you, thus stumbling upon Mining Plaza Hint, which had the... Because both of you found Sand Canyon pretty early. But...
I found it super late, so... I found it at like 155, I think.
Yeah, pretty far into the game.
Yep.
That was...
Yeah, that was unlucky. Because I didn't have Dark Beam on my initial like labs playthrough, so I didn't want to like softlock myself, so...
Yeah, that was quite annoying because supers were Sank Entrance and Dark Beam was Path of Roots. So kind of out of the way for if you're thinking about going back for labs.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, sorry. Oh.
Hey, I could have been done the better part of an hour ago if I had just... Because first time I went to Torvis, I stopped and thought for a second about going to the right. And I'm like, well, no, I'm going to bet on the second suit being along the way towards the rest of the keys. And no, if I turned right, I would have been done by an hour and a half in.
Yeah. That sucks. Finding a hint basically saying, hey, bozo, turn around, go back and get that suit. Yep. Yeah, but it both came down to the hint for both of you guys. Both of you went to Torvis Grove, I'm pretty sure, but no one actually committed to Torvis Plaza. But
yeah. So that evaded both of you for quite a while.
Yeah. What? It was about 2 hours and 11 minutes in is when I passed by that turn, I think. Or not 2 hours, but an hour and 11 minutes in.
Yeah, it was quite a while.
Then I was frustrated with myself enough that I messed up DS4 skip, and then DS4 decided, we're going to give you awful RNG this entire fight.
Yeah, that was not the nicest DS4.
Yeah, that was just trash.
Did you get like a 0 pellet phase there between?
No, but I got 3. Actually, no, I guess I effectively did get 1 0 pellet, didn't I? Because it shrunk down after it gave me the pellet.
That was...
But then there were like 3 single pellet phases, too.
Yeah, but... One question I did have for you, Caesar, is that in, I believe it was Sank, Sank Temple access, you used the cannonball. Were you planning on going to Aerie? Because I'm pretty sure that's when you gave up cannonball.
I thought about it for a moment and then decided it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, because yeah, I guess that's just like what immediately came to mind. Because cannonball would have been pretty useful here, but you did manage to have a really good Emperor too. So
Yeah, no
Also-
bosses though. That's interesting. Feels like Amorbus is fairly popular nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No
only
bosses
had a
seed.
couple
It's very,
seeds
very
without.
interesting.
yeah,
Actually,
fun.
no, the only seeds I have had required on Morbus on have been race seeds.
Yeah, fun little story, Frost. We were thinking that you were going to go to Amorbus because Storage C was your first Aegon key, and you hadn't gotten the Amorbus hint at that point because it was amber locked.
I think my
Yeah.
second to last hint was the Amorbus hint, so I was like thinking, maybe Amorbus has something. But
Mhm.
yeah, that late amber was very interesting.
Yeah, the Amber and Doomed entry definitely. Like, that wasn't. It didn't have to be a late Amber, but like,
No,
you're
not at
not just
all.
gonna go there
Yeah.
blind.
It just was really bad routing wise.
I
Absolutely,
mean,
it was just a
have...
way where you would never know it was there unless you check that, like, point of no return, and then you wouldn't be able to keep it anyways, which is just this absolutely horrid placement.
It had to be fairly late if you wanted to keep it. I did consider just suicide checking there, but I'm like, it's probably not going to be worth it, just based on the hints that I have.
Yeah, I was saying it's never too pretty when a game is really decided on a hint versus like actual like decisions made by.
Also, yet again, we had a translator hinted by a hint in its color.
Yeah, that was that Aegon energy controller, I think?
No, it was Mining Station
No.
B.
Mining Station B,
Mining
right?
Station
Yeah.
B.
Man, I love Mining
Yes.
Station B hints. That usually has a pretty spicy hint in my
Yeah,
experience.
either they win you the game or they are just like the most trolly thing in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, it was pretty much neither.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised by how dead Sank was, except for like Sank entrance, of course. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Spider's
I think
Treasure
Dark
did have
and
Dark
Visor as well.
Dark Visor, but
Yeah,
and which was required.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Another
definitely one of those seeds where it could have been Jet or as slow as it ended up being, just on the flip of a coin.
Yep. Frost, I did have another question for you. That was what caused you to delay hints? Because we were thinking that you were pretty much able to go get them, like as soon as.
Yeah, so the thing was, I was thinking health-wise, because when I scanned the dungeon hint, I was like, okay, light suit is probably required, so I'll just like rush through like cobalt hints, maybe like find a suit hint, and then with dark suit I can do keys more easily, and then that just never happened.
Yeah.
So after cobalt hints, I was like, whatever, and I did keys or hints after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just hoping for a suit.
I almost delayed hints because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make it in with I had 2 E-tanks, 3 at the time.
You had 3, but you had a little bit of a stumble
Missile
there.
Problem.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like, I think like the second secret lock that's like always gives me trouble. I think Frost, you had a little bit of trouble with Torvis Temple elevator.
Oh
secret
yeah,
lock as well.
Then have to go up again. That was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one gets a lot of people just because the secret locks are so terrible in that room.
It's a dumb placement.
Caesar actually didn't get it the first try either, but thankfully had a bit of a reserve, so it didn't have to go back up the elevator.
Mainly because he delayed Corvus later than you did, because you found Darkbeam before him, like well before him, and we were thinking that was going to give you an advantage, but when Caesar got Amber, he like got a hint for Darkbeam, and like immediately beeline that as soon as he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which was funny because I was heading in that direction regardless.
You
I just
also
kind of scanned it on my way.
Caesar also had the upper hand of having screw attack way earlier because Frost, you did not check Wind Chamber Gateway.
No.
But I mean, granted, that wasn't in logic until supers, so. But thankfully, Caesar did know the E dashes across there.
Yeah, I was considering dashing when I was there like initially for like FTA, but yeah, ended up not doing it.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, this was definitely one of the more interesting seeds. You couldn't really determine the winner until, it was really just who found Light Suit in first.
Yeah, when the seed opened with Seekers and Gravity, I was thinking like, oh, lower drawers, but that was kind of dead actually. So.
Yeah, where were Seekers? That was early, wasn't it?
Yeah, Seekers were the first item we got.
That's right.
That was the mech item because we had a ton of technical difficulty from both of you.
Yeah,
we were like one of your streams froze and Caesar's yours just wasn't up. Period. Like it was just on that screensaver of the planet.
We got it sorted out soon enough, so don't worry about it.
It was a bit of an awkward start, but we saw you guys ready to. So I just I'm like, okay, let's go to race mode. Wait, where's everybody? Like I have had both of you cropped, but like your feeds were both broken for different reasons.
Yeah, we did figure it out, but we missed Seekers and the Chica hint. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
I had been messing with my OBS scene, and I hadn't realized that I hadn't toggled that back on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine also broke, so what are the odds? But yeah, GG's.
Yeah, GG's. This was...
Oh, real quick, where was... did you get other, like, beam stuff? So, like, infinite missiles and infinite...
I didn't see infinite missiles or infinite ammo from either.
I saw in the credits, infinite missiles was Hive entrance.
Yes.
I did not see unlimited beam ammo, but I'm going to assume that was just as bad. Probably airy or something.
Yeah, because if you guys didn't see it, you guys visited most of the game. It's got to be somewhere trash.
Yeah, I mean, what? Didn't really check. We didn't check.
It has to be on a boss or somewhere in...
Yeah, like main gyro, maybe.
What's the one that unlocks after you beat PB Guardian and Aegon?
Dark Oasis was...
Oh, that was a missile-related upgrade, wasn't it?
I don't remember, but yeah.
So, yeah.
That was a related upgrade.
But yeah, congrats to the winners. Caesar, I don't know anything about your next meetup. I don't think that's been revealed yet, but
yeah, probably gonna be Saturday or Sunday.
Definitely still excited to see you continue in the tournament, though. You've been doing pretty well.
Yes. Bot is down, but please follow runners. They are, as you can see, very, very good at this game. Way better than I am. So, let you know. I follow Pierre here. Also, shout out to Sam, our tracker.
Yeah, you did a fantastic job.
You did a great job at tracking today, while also engaging in chat. So, big props to you. Don't follow me. That's all I will say.
Honestly, don't follow me either. I don't really stream.
Yep. But yeah.
Of course, as always, big thanks to the commentators and of course the tracker, because doing the tracking solo is not an easy task, especially
it splits your attention pretty badly.
Just happen all the time.
Thank you, Sam. Those are everyone's links in the chat. Feel free to follow if you want. And yeah, I think when's the next race? Is that tomorrow? I think tomorrow at 12:30. I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah, we'll figure it out later. But yeah, stay tuned in the very near future for another race. Yeah, 2 tomorrow. Okay. I think Baja said it earlier in chat.
Yeah. There's Gollop versus Mr. Miguel at 12:30 p.m. and then there's Inner Slice versus Baja Blood at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Ooh, yes.
And
Those
And
will.
on Saturday we have Callum Schiss versus Astra at 9 a.m. as well as Captain MD versus Licarius at 3 p.m. So yeah, that's 4 games that have been scheduled in the next few days.
Yes,
Definitely
those will all be
first
great.
two. That's
None of
two
them have been
matches
allocated to
between
SpeedGaming channel, so you'll have to check the schedule to see when those get placed.
And none of those races are going to have a fun late suit location. I'm going to make that call right now.
So
it's going.
definitely, if you're gonna catch any races in this tournament, I would highly recommend those two. Those 4 racers are definitely in the running for some of the best Echoes racers around in general, including at least one of the best Echo speedrunners of all time.
Absolutely. These are some very top tier players. I'm definitely going to recommend that you guys check out those games tomorrow.
Yep.
Anyways, any final comments?
None at all. GG's.
Yeah.
And good luck.
It was fun. GG.
GG's. All right.
All right then. I guess I'll see you next mission.
Yep.
See ya.
Later, skaters.